Hi everyone, this is Queens with Accent, and don't mind my co-host, partner in crime, in the shadow kind of blurry situation because she's streaming from a different country. It's called Russia in the city St. Petersburg, Gorg.
Yes, and
It's
I'm
a
outside. In my country house.
small unknown country. No one heard of it.
Yes.
Today we're doing something rather unusual, or maybe not too unusual for us, because I'm talking about not being really prepared for the podcast, but we do it quite often. But today, my co-host Julia, she doesn't even know what we're going to talk about. She's up for surprise, so just hope that surprise going to be good. You never know. But yes, I'm gonna be so clear like that. She's gonna be blurry. It's all fine. It's dark side of the moon and light side of the moon today, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. So yesterday was the longest day of the summer, right? Or the year. The daylight was the longest, right? So Julia was doing kind of some kind of mambo jumbo stuff. She's in the supernatural and all kind of ritual, and this is super cool stuff. And she still told me about one ritual that I did yesterday. By the way, I did yesterday. That's what you told me.
Cool.
I wrote that down, all everything, and but she knows obviously more stuff than she told me. And the thing is it secret? Can I talk about it? It's not secret, right?
Yes. It's not a secret because it's a free information. You can actually find it anywhere in the internet. This is not something that, only some chosen one can know. I think a lot of people,
Yeah,
do that because it is pretty intuitive. Yeah.
thank you. Because I thought for a second that I was a chosen one. Now you ruined it.
You
You
are the
ruined it for
chosen one
me.
because I told you this. Because this was, from my heart. That's why you're the chosen one.
It's our
Yes.
secret organization from one chosen to another, chosen by you, by someone else. Anyway, so the ritual, and it's kind of like what we all hear about and talk about generally, even, right? It's something that you grateful for, something you appreciate about yourself, and something that you wish would happen in your life, right? And you have to write it down. And I still don't know done by 33 times, but I believe Julia, she knows more about than me about all this stuff and something numerological. But while I was doing it, I was thinking about, all these manifestations, things, and stuff like that, obviously, right? And I thought, like, why don't we talk about it? Why don't we talk about the rituals and if they come true or not? Why don't we talk about manifestation? We talked about it, but since we don't not prepare it at all, we can just let it go, let it flow, and just blubber and talk in general about it and what we feel and what we think about it, right? What do you think about it, this subject?
Sure.
It's
Yeah,
right up your
that's
alley,
a
right?
very good subject. Yes, on the day of Litha, on the day of midsummer, on the day of the sun as it speak. So I think it is a great thing to just manifest our own desires and wishes and our, goals by this particular stream. It's a good, yeah.
Do you do it every year?
I don't do it every summer. I don't do all the Sabbaths ritually. I don't. I do it on a whim when I want it. When I feel like it is the right time. It is the perfect day for me because um everything. It's not mandatory. It's not like if you won't do it, you won't get anything.
Of
You
course,
have to
yes.
be in a good mood. You have to be like, yes, you have to feel power in yourself to do this because you give a lot of energy when you are manifesting something, when you set your goals and actually just put a lot of your energy in it and just set it free. So no, I don't do it every summer, like, at all. But this year I felt the need in myself to actually, do something very natural and do something very witchy and ritualistic, like this kind of ritualistic on the Sabbaths that we've had just now, like Litha and also Beltane on the 1st of May. I don't know, something actually, just make me do it.
Yes, that's true. So something in you felt like it's time. It's this year. It's time to do it. But it's not your first time, right? You've done it before.
Actually, it's pretty repetitive, because most of the time, all those little things, all those manifestations are very similar to what you do, like every celebration. It is just to the point of you have to have the main parts of the Sabbath, like, to work with. Like in autumn, it is something that you already, like, had from harvest, an apple or something like this, because it represents the time of the year. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
it is sun, it is sun water, and so, like, on the 1st of May, it is fire, because it is a fiery celebration. It's a fiery Sabbath. So this is what you can, your imagination is the main part in this. You have to know just a little tips to make this ritual perfect, but the main ingredient is you yourself. It is your
Mm-hmm.
energy. It is your desire. It is your good mood to actually make it. It's like when you manifest your great your own magic. You have it. You get it in return, I would say.
You also mentioned that it's important to be like in certain state of mind, that you have to meditate. You go into your, I think it's gamma state, right? Not instead get out of beta and get in gamma, something like that. And I'm gonna tell you that that didn't work for me because my mind was just pure chaos, and just everything was going through it. But I tried very hard. The hardest part for me. But did you get in that mindset? Did you do yoga, or I mean meditation or anything before you started those rituals?
No, I just, try to get rid of all the, bad thoughts that we have because of the situation in the world, because of everything that we
Right.
go through in our everyday life. Not answer any calls, or not try to, think about what's new in the internet, because this is what we always keep forgetting, that we get distracted by this every time.
Yeah.
When we want to do something, our concentration is gone. Like, it's completely gone. So
Yeah.
it's for me, it was just to sit a quiet place where you feel yourself very comfy, where you feel that you have this, energy flow around yourself. When you when you don't think about, like, is did I drink coffee today, or my mom's gonna call me right now or in an hour, or something like this.
Yeah.
You just feel your work in a work energy, I would say, like, your mind task, and the task is to manifest what you want.
Hmm. Yeah, I think if you didn't drink coffee, you would know that. That was not big question. You would be like, no, 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 no. I did not drink coffee today. I need to get that cup of coffee myself. That's something that we'll never forget. Um,
No, no, no.
while I was doing it, so while I was going through it, the first thing that was the most difficult for me, it's what I'm grateful, like, because you have to not because I don't have things to be grateful for, but you have to find 33 things to be grateful for. And you have to find, and you try in your mind trying to find something um like big, right? Important, not just I'm grateful for my health, I'm grateful for a roof over my head. It's obvious for my kids, for my mom. There's just certain things that you obviously are grateful for, my friends, for my co-host. I put you in there. But then I'm like, what did I do this year? Like, I didn't do anything. I just worked. Okay. I'm grateful that I didn't stuck in traffic like a lot every day. Just that was every other day, stuff like that. Like it was difficult. It was difficult when you have the same things going on, the same routine every day, and find something important. What about you?
You know what's funny is a lot of people say that they are struggling with this particular part of writing down grateful for, because we think that we have to be grateful for something very big, for something very
Yeah.
important in your life, like a house or for your car or for your work. But actually, you have to be grateful for everything, for a cup of coffee this morning, for beautiful flowers that your mother grew in her own garden. Look at this, just peonies and jasmine. You can be
I'm
grateful for
jealous.
these things, and this is also, yeah, this is also what you can write down, because it's happening to you. And if you will not have any jasmine like in your garden, or your mom will not give you any peonies, would you feel sad because it's a summer, it's a peony season? Yes, I would feel very sad because of that. So I am grateful for this. Would you feel very odd if you won't drink your coffee today? I told you that you have to write it down 33 times, but there's another number that, people who know how to do that can actually write at 108 times. Can you imagine yourself writing down 108 great gratitudes and then 108 goals? Because a lot of people think about goals like, my wishes is this, my they also try to go big, and
Hmm.
to write down 108 goals or wishes, it's pretty hard too. So I
Yeah.
chose the number 33, because it's like, yeah, you have to be, yeah, because you're just a novice. But next year you will write down 108, of course.
108. Um, I'm should tell you that writing my wishes wasn't that difficult. Writing like my strength and what I accomplished was again, but struggle because it's every day the same thing. And like, what did I do? And you always think you didn't do enough, to be considered like for me, it's more like um, um blaming myself for things that I haven't done rather than for things that I've done, So I'm like, oh, you know, there's nothing you do like you could did. You should do this, and you should be less spending time, I don't know, on the phone and do like other stuff and accomplish more. And it's more of that kind of situation, which is, I'm sure, not very good for our manifestation. But vision things was not a problem because I want so much. So I'm like, I don't know if I have enough. 33 is enough number for me to make wishes. So I was talking about like how difficult it is to appreciate yourself. And did you find that part difficult to make it, to
Actually, yes,
think of
because
yourself
I think,
as a superhero, basically?
yeah, basically, I think it is a problem of the place of where we were born, like from USSR and the countries like in um, Soviet countries, I guess, because we always felt the need to tell ourselves that we don't do enough. We have to do more. And even if you were one like something, I don't know, some sport prize or something like this, well, a lot of people win this, so don't get yourself, don't get into it, just work harder next time. So I think this is our problem. And this particular this little ritual, I'd say, is a very good for us too, for people from USSR, or like post USSR, because we learn to appreciate what we do. We learn to appreciate ourselves and not to be so hard on ourselves. Because
Mm-hmm.
you know that for someone who is with a clinical depressions or something like this, even waking up every day, it is a hard task. And it is also to be appreciated that they wake up every day and they go to work or do something. So I would say that the struggle will lighten up when you will maybe when if you will just apart from Litha, apart from some magic or whatever, if you will say to tell yourself that you are pretty much proud of what you've done, what you accomplished every day. If you will try to like say that I did good today or last
Mhm.
week or something like this.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about our upbringing because I remember when I just came to America, it was so difficult to talk about anything I've done. It wasn't a habit. It was actually shame on to talk about your accomplishment in the Soviet Union. It's one of the things like it was considered bragging. Like, oh,
Yeah.
she's bragging. You're bragging. Stop bragging. Like anything you talk about, oh, I did this or this, it was bragging, right?
Yeah, and even our parents didn't praise us that much. That
No.
sometimes when I watch the movies or like American movies or something like this, I see that some mothers they say such oh my son or my daughter is such a great pupil or something like that, and it was for me when I was growing up, it was something like, really, he did something that great? No, he didn't. Why praise him that much, or why praise her that much? It was very odd concept for me. And it's not
Yeah.
like I'm thinking that it is a bad thing to praise your children. No, of course not. But sometimes you got to be a bit more uh you gotta balance, like in praising yourself or praising your kids, and about what they actually accomplished. Of course you don't have to say that, oh, my I woke up this morning at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm such a good girl, I'm praising myself. It's not about this. It's just to appreciate like what you're actually doing in your life. You're not laying like a Oblomov, and you're going to work, and you're raising your kids. You are raising your kids. I don't have kids, so I can't praise myself for this, but you alone raised your kids. You have to be very proud of yourself for this.
True. That's actually I did not put that on my list because it's like, yeah, well, the all mothers do that. No, nothing, no, but never. And I like I know, and that we were loved, and our parents showed it with actions all their life, and I don't didn't do my laundry until I like
Yeah,
moved out, honestly. But hearing, like I didn't hear, I remember like almost every compliment my mom gave me because we just don't give direct compliments to like people. And it was surprise to
yeah,
me here when I came and somebody would be like, even small things, oh, you have such a nice bag, such nice shoes, oh, your hair is beautiful. And I'm like, oh, what does this person want from me, you know and when I had my kids, I was like, I basically praise them for everything they do, and their acceptance. They accept it. It's normal, and no matter what they do, obviously, if they do something ridiculous and stupid, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you did a beautiful job." I'm gonna tell them that's ridiculous and stupid. But if they do even little things, I would say, "Oh my God, that's awesome! You're great! I'm so proud of you!" Things like that. And I think it's obviously adds to their confidence. I, I would say, I would hope.
yeah. Yeah, I think that our self-esteem is a little low, and we really have to work on this, because this is, what gives us a lot of trouble when doing any job interviews or anything of the sort, and even, feeling the importance of ourselves is a little, it's wonky, I would say. And we
Yeah,
actually have to work on this part, because if we don't like ourselves, if we don't love ourselves, if we don't appreciate ourselves, nobody will. And if you say to yourself that I want a mansion, or I want a, I don't know, new BMW car, or I want a Cartier necklace, but if you don't feel yourself worthy of this thing, even based on this, magic of law of magic, law of manifestation, I don't think it will become. I don't think that you live that it really has to be in your life. So it is pretty connection. It is pretty connected to one another.
Yeah, you will just sabotage yourself. Like you want it, but do you really deserve it? There's other people who live worse lives. Why would you get this stuff, right?
Because you don't believe it. You don't believe in it. And to this particular like practice, I wouldn't even call it ritual. It is a practice of writing down what you appreciate, what you done yourself, and what you want to have. It is a practice, and if you will just write it down and just live it, it's gonna, because you don't put any energy into it, you don't put any of your own like understanding into it. It is just words on a paper. That's why I was telling you to be concentrated on the stuff. That's why I told you, maybe you can light a candle, because it is also a concentration point. And to be in a very cheerful and relaxed mood, because that's why everything is circulating in yourself and this inside you, and that's why you actually like yourself even more. Can you do you hear me? I can't even say that you love yourself more. You like yourself. You love yourself more when you are in this cheerful mood, you're in this cheerful place, when you
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate what you've done, because you took your time from your day and you
Mm-hmm.
gifted this time to this practice. And this is
Yeah.
also like you give and you take. Yeah.
Talking about this particular ritual, but it's not probably, but for manifestation in general, and talking about the rituals first. One of the things you mentioned, that you have to put it away and forget about it. And what I hear a lot from like different teachers and manifestation teachers, and just people who uh, just my came across from, and they would talk about something they wrote down, or they created a vision board and they forgot about it, and they discovered it or found it a few years later, and they found that uh, basically every wish or a lot of wishes from that book, or from those notes, or from that visual boards came true. um, and so probably it is important to let it go, but when you want something so bad, it's so difficult to let it go, right? One, like, you will think, oh, if I forget about it and let it go, it will never come true. You have to manifest it, you have to think about it
That's
every day, what
yeah.
other teachers say.
You don't have to think about this every day. You just have to you have to put your energy into it and let it go like into the universe. It is very important to let it go, because when you keep it like here in your little hand, and you're not letting it go, you don't have it, you don't give it a freedom. How can you expect this wish to actually manifest if you're holding it down like here on the earth? And um keeping it in your hand doesn't mean that you are working on this wish, because when you are actually believe that you're gonna have it, when you actually believe you're gonna manifest what you desire, uh, you're letting it go, like from the bottom of your heart. And that's it, metaphorically speaking, you're giving it wings, and that you, by giving this wish or goal wings, you just you're letting it go somewhere to take another part of the energy and to manifest in your real life. I can only explain it this way, because have you ever heard like those stories when a woman wants a man that bad, that like a particular man or just a husband, and then she gets this man and nothing good comes out of it, because this man beats her or something, like another abuse happening, or she's getting married to a man that she never actually liked, but she's now have this new status of being a married woman, but nothing good comes out of
Hmm.
it. Yes, the wish is manifested, but how did it bring her any good? No, because she couldn't let it go. And also, if you remember, we have this love rituals, love spells, and a lot of people just say that it's not a good idea because you are taking someone else's will out of this, and you are making some person, you manipulating a person mind to, do something. I'd say that similar are, holding so tight on something that you want, something that you would wish you would manifest. You're crumbling it. You're making it like, I don't know, handicapped or something of the sort. This desire
Mhm.
become pretty handicapped.
Actually, talking about that, just recently, we had a new movie came out called Obsession. It was basically shot by a YouTube blogger, but with like pretty big for YouTube blogger budget, but not like mainstream movie big like Marvel movie budget, small budget. But it's not normal, good professional movie in movie theaters. It's called Obsession, and my kids went to watch it. I looked at, saw a lot of trailers and just comments on TikTok, obviously. And this movie, particularly, I don't know if you heard about it, about a man giving a woman some kind of spell or something, so she would love him, and it's nothing good came out of it.
And also, yeah, and also we're talking about how you pronounce your wish, like how, what kind of words you're using, when you're wishing, because sometimes you're like blabbing something, not thinking clear of the consequences that can be when your wish is happening, or universe doesn't care really much about what you wish for, and if you're not asking it right, it will give you
Hmm.
what you desire, but with a little twist, I would say. And I've talked about this, a lot of times. There's this genies that we know, and be careful what you wish for, because in every fairy that we know, genie will make your wish come true, but you don't seem to think about consequences, and you're not pronouncing your wish correctly because you are concentrating just on the outcome, but not on the circumstances that around it. So
Thing, Julie is not exactly in St. Petersburg, so she's like kind of like in suburbs of St. Petersburg. So the connection is a little bit slower there too. So it's like it's piling up. Talking about different style or different techniques. Well, first of all, I don't know honestly how it works. I don't know. I don't think anyone really understand the process itself, because yes, it's a lot of explanation, it's a lot of things that, oh, it was things become materialistic, it's it's energy and all of this, but how it really works, it's it's magic, right? It's like you wish about a bicycle like in Book of Secret, and here your bicycle is next to is your door. How does it really comes from that to actual things? I don't know that. But there's a lot of teachers and a lot of books about it, and some people talk about like Julia does. You have to let it go and forget about it, and it will come to fruition. But other people say you have to I visualize it all the time, every day, write down, I don't know, the number of money, for example, you want to make. You have to write it down every single day, put it in your pocket, carry it with you everywhere, have to create a vision board, and you have to look at it every single day. So it's, and some people, in people who read it and rely on it, they don't believe that some people don't believe that it happens at all. They don't believe in magic or stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a lot of confusion. Do I forget about it? I know that a lot of things manifested in my life from me just talking about it. And maybe that's how it works for me, just saying something out loud and it will happen. But I let it go some things and they didn't happen. I talked about it every day and wrote it down, didn't happen. But some things I talked about it occasionally and it happened. So I don't know. I don't know which one is true.
Yeah, it is a magic of your manifestation. It is a magic of your own energy. And to me, what we do like on the Sabbaths like this, on Litha or Lammas or Maban, we talked about those celebrations. It's a wheel of a year, or like on any full moon or new moon as the look or whatever. Like this is up to you, up to you. You can do it every week, month, or you can do it like every year or half a year. Doesn't matter. The matter is what you put.
So let's try wrap it up, because we really have a lot of troubles now. Our manifestations don't go through because, or maybe it's a universe still telling us to sit down and think about what we want in our life, manifest for ourselves, and that's the universe putting us down. But like today is not the day, I guess, to finish the subject, because we have a lot of things to say. We didn't really finish much, but we talked about some things, and I think maybe gave you some food for thoughts, and it will be helpful, right? I don't know, maybe Julie will answer, maybe not. But right now I see her picture, beautiful face in the form of still picture, because it's not moving. Okay, so we're going to say goodbye for now, and we'll continue our conversation when we can. Oh, now, look at this. Now you're working. Now it's going.
Now I'm working, now I'm going, so I have a time to say goodbye to all of you, and like and comment and subscribe, and maybe next time our internet connection will be better, much better. And manifest whatever you want. Just feel yourself, be outside, touch the grass, smell the flowers like these, smell the flowers,
Yeah.
and be grateful for everything that you have in your life. And bye bye.
Yeah, and I don't think it's important what technique that you use. The most important is to believe in it, right? Just believe in everything. Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.